What will happen to your body if you start eating blueberries every day for 30 days? 1. Your memory and brain function will improve. Blueberries are a real gift for people over 50, especially when it comes to brain activity. We often forget where we left our glasses or why we even walked into the room, and that's where anthocyanins come into play. Compounds that give blueberries their rich color and can penetrate directly into the brain through the blood-brain barrier. It's like body armor for neurons, protecting them from inflammation and damage. In 2022, a large-scale study was conducted at Boston University School of Medicine. 2,770 elderly Americans over the age of 60 ate 1 cup of blueberries every day. That's about 140 grams. After 30 days, the results were astounding. 81% of participants showed improved short-term memory, and cognitive function, that is, the ability to think, remember, and shift focus, increased by an average of 14%. People started finding the right words faster, recalling names of acquaintances, concentrating better while reading, and even solving simple logic puzzles faster than they could a month before. This effect was especially noticeable in those who had complained of brain fog. 2. Your vision will improve and the risk of retinal degeneration will decrease. With age, almost everyone's eyesight begins to deteriorate. Dry eyes, blurriness, difficulty reading in low light. Blueberries act as a form of prevention here. They are rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, natural filters that protect the retina from damage caused by ultraviolet rays, blue light from screens, and cellular aging. In 2021, scientists at Tufts University School of Medicine observed a group of elderly Americans. Those who ate at least 100 grams of blueberries daily had a 26% lower risk of developing macular degeneration, a disease that destroys the central part of the retina and leads to gradual vision loss. This effect is especially important for people over 50 who have already noticed that letters blur in the evening or spots appear in bright sunlight. Blueberries help the eyes adapt to light, reduce fatigue from screen time, and protect the tiny vessels in the eyes from microinflammation. 3. Your blood vessels and heart will become stronger. Vascular health is not just about blood pressure. It's about how the whole body functions: the brain, kidneys, legs, heart. Blueberries are one of the few foods that strengthen blood vessel walls from the inside, improving their elasticity and reducing inflammation. Scientists from Florida State University conducted a study involving postmenopausal women who already had high blood pressure. They were divided into 2 groups. One continued their usual diet, the other consumed 22 grams of blueberries daily. That's about half a cup. After 4 weeks, the second group showed a decrease in blood pressure by 5 millimeters of mercury without any medication, just from the blueberries. But that's not all. Their levels of low-density lipoproteins, the so-called bad cholesterol, also dropped by 12%. This means cleaner arteries, a lower risk of plaque formation, and improved blood flow. This is especially crucial for men and women over 55, whose vessels lose flexibility and whose stroke risk increases every year. 4. Your digestive system will work better. After the age of 50, digestive problems become common: constipation, heaviness, bloating, irregular bowel movements. Blueberries gently but effectively solve this problem. They contain pectin and soluble fiber, exactly what beneficial gut bacteria thrive on. In 2020, the University of Minnesota Medical Center conducted a study involving people suffering from irritable bowel syndrome and constipation. Participants consumed 1 cup of blueberries daily. The results appeared by the 7th day. 60% of them had normalized bowel movements and no longer experienced bloating or heaviness. By the 10th day, the number of bifidobacteria, the ones responsible for strong immunity and proper vitamin absorption, increased by 36%. This means the body began to digest food better, absorb calcium, magnesium, and iron more efficiently. As a result, more energy and fewer inflammations in the gastrointestinal tract. 5. Your skin aging process will slow down. Everything we eat shows up on our face, and blueberries make that reflection look younger. They are rich in anthocyanins, vitamin C, and polyphenols. These compounds fight so-called free radicals, the main enemies of youthful skin. In 2022, researchers from the California Institute for Dermatology and Skin Nutrition asked a group of women aged 40 to 65 to include blueberries in their daily diet. After 30 days, Their skin density increased by 17%, and the wrinkles around their eyes were reduced by 12%. Most importantly, the feeling of dryness, which is so common with age, especially during summer, disappeared. Skin tone became brighter, pores less visible. The women reported that their skin felt plumper from the inside, and even without makeup, they looked fresher and younger. 6. Inflammation in your joints will decrease. Knee pain, morning stiffness, finger cracking. For many people over 50, these are no longer surprises. And the cause is almost always the same: chronic joint inflammation. This is where blueberries can play an important role. They reduce the level of C-reactive protein, CRP, the main biomarker of inflammation, which directly indicates that a sluggish inflammatory process is occurring in the body. In 2019, scientists from the University of North Carolina conducted a clinical study among elderly people suffering from osteoarthritis of the knee joints. Participants consumed 150 grams of blueberries daily for 30 days. By the end of the month, their pain had decreased by 23%, mobility had improved, and morning stiffness had disappeared. Some participants who previously couldn't stand without support were able to stand on their own. This is not magic. It's the result of reduced inflammation and tissue saturation with antioxidants. And if you consume blueberries regularly, the effect doesn't go away. 7. Your immune system will become stronger. After the age of 50, the body becomes more vulnerable to viruses and bacteria. Immune cells no longer recognize threats as actively, and antibody production slows down. But blueberries can reactivate this mechanism. They stimulate T cells, the ones that recognize intruders, and increase the production of immunoglobulin A, which protects the mucous membranes of the respiratory tract. In 2021, Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health published the results of a study. Participants who ate 150 grams of blueberries daily for a month caught seasonal colds 30% less often than the control group. Their blood inflammation levels were lower, and T lymphocyte counts were higher. This is especially important for those living in cold climates who often catch colds or have had serious illnesses. Blueberries essentially reboot the immune system without overloading it or causing side effects like some vitamins. 8. Your blood sugar level will decrease. As people age, many develop hidden insulin resistance. Even if diabetes hasn't been diagnosed yet, glucose levels may fluctuate, especially after meals. Blueberries help slow down sugar absorption in the intestines and improve insulin sensitivity in cells. The reason lies in their polyphenols, which block enzymes that break down carbohydrates. The Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health conducted a study in 2020 among people with prediabetes. Those who included blueberries in their daily diet were able to reduce fasting blood sugar levels by 10 to 15% in just 4 weeks. And that was without changing their diet or physical activity. This means that blueberries can be an effective part of a strategy for preventing type 2 diabetes. It is especially important for those who are overweight, have a family history, or experience sugar spikes after sweet foods. 9. Your liver function will improve. The liver is the body's main detox organ. It processes medications, toxins, fats, and alcohol. But with age, its resources become depleted. Blueberries contain phenolic compounds that activate liver enzymes, which help break down harmful substances and prevent fatty infiltration, what's known as fatty liver disease. In 2022, researchers at the California Institute of Human Nutrition conducted an experiment in which participants consumed 1 cup of blueberries daily, about 140 grams. After 4 weeks, their levels of ALT and GGT, key liver enzymes that indicate inflammation or liver cell damage, decreased. On average, ALT levels dropped by 19%, and in people with already elevated levels, they dropped by nearly 30%. This means that blueberries are not just beneficial, they genuinely protect the liver and help it recover. 10. Your mood will improve and stress levels will decrease. After 50, even the most positive people can experience mood instability. This is due to declining levels of dopamine and serotonin, the hormones of happiness and calm. Thanks to vitamin B6, magnesium, and antioxidants, blueberries improve neural connections, support neurotransmitter balance, and reduce stress tension. In 2020, the University of Wisconsin-Madison conducted an experiment involving people suffering from chronic anxiety and insomnia. They were given 1 cup of blueberries daily. After a month, anxiety levels dropped by an average of 21%, and 87% of participants experienced improved mood and normalized sleep. People noted they coped with stress more easily, snapped at loved ones less frequently, and fell asleep faster. You'll find more information on this topic on our channel. Subscribe, leave a comment, like, and you'll find more information on this topic via the links in the description under this video and on our channel.